list of data types. I kind of went through the last ones very fast, but I hope it gives you an idea. If you're writing programs, you're really going to be taking advantage of these data types and being able to bring them together, convert them from one data type. If you have a list of items, you might want to put that into a dictionary or put that into a list, put that into a tuple, right? If you have a number, it could be an integer, you might want to convert that to a string. So there's a whole list of data types within Python that are available for us to use. Now, this takes us into the next piece. As we're talking about data types, sometimes it's important to convert from one data type to another data type. And how do we do that within Python? Let's take a quick look. All right, so this will be lecture 30310, type conversions. And I'm going to copy a lot of the type conversions that we have. Let me actually copy the entire lecture here. Right, so we can see an example. All right, so I can have a string. All right, and if I want to convert something to a string, I can say string that. All right, and then I can have let me quote, let's comment everything out. All right, so I can have a string and I can print that value of x. Right, x of course is a string. No problem with that. All right, so I can go ahead and print x, which is a string. Hello world, no problem with it. All right, now what if I have y equals to 5, right? I can still go ahead and print y, right? No problem with that. But what if I wanted to print x plus y? Now it's going to complain. Why is it going to complain? Because I'm trying to print a string to a number, and it doesn't like that. So I'm going to have to convert this number to a string so that you can take one string and concatenate with another string. And the way we do that is we apply the string function to y. That way y now becomes a string. Now we're changing the type, the data type. We're converting that data type from one to another one. So this now will give me a value. So hello world 5. All right. So something like that. Let me put a space there. So it's giving us hello world 5. So if you have a data type, say number, you can always convert that into another data type, say string. Very, very powerful, right? You can always take from one type to another type. And below here is a whole list of ways that you convert. You want to convert to a float, you just type float in front of whatever value. Complex number, if you want to convert to a list, a tuple, a range, a dictionary, all right, a set, a frozen set, boolean, bytes, byte array, memory view, all the data types that we saw, you can always take from one other data type and convert it to any other data type that you want by simply using these functions. All right, so I want you to go ahead and play with this. Try some examples. If somebody gives you an integer, can you take that integer and convert it to a float, right? And the way you do it is simply just wrap float around that integer, right? If you have a list, let's say you have a tuple and you want to convert that into a list, like in this example, this is a tuple within here, you can say, take it, convert it to a list. And if I print this out, this is going to print out as a list. All right. And so there are ways that you can start taking data from one data type and converting it into another data type. So very, very powerful. So guys, just to recap, we've gone through a lot in this particular lecture today and this particular module, which talks about the data types and type conversions, right? We've seen numbers, strings, booleans, lists. Let me zoom in here. Dictionaries, frozen sets, byte array, memory view, a lot of them. And then at the very end, we've seen how we can take from one type and literally do conversions into a different data type. And as we go further into the class, we're going to be progressing and seeing how this actually makes sense once we're writing code, right? What does it mean to use a dictionary versus to use a list versus to use a tuple? And this will be the building blocks for future applications that we build. All right. I hope this was helpful, guys. Thanks for joining and sticking with us. I know this was a little bit of a more in-depth lecture. I hope the points got across. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section below. I would be checking for those and responding to them. And if you haven't subscribed, guys, please do consider subscribing. Just go down somewhere on YouTube here down and just click on that subscribe button, click on the bell notification. That way, once new videos come out, you'll be the first to know. Guys, I'm really excited to have you as part of this. The next module that we have coming up is going to be a great and powerful one. That's going to be conditional and if statements. The content for that is ready. We're just going to be recording that and putting it out there. So just make sure that you check for that somewhere in the channel, or let me know if I haven't put that out yet, and I'll definitely make sure that we have it ready. Thanks for watching, guys. This has been Fru, your lecturer for today, and I'll see you in our next video.